Hello, fellow Star Voyagers, and happy Friday. Welcome back. My new favorite game. Yeah, this is the game that eats all the time. It says total playtime 90 hours. That's in about 10 days, 10, 11 days. Steam says it's like 120. I don't know who's right. But, rawr. Ugh. Chop chop. Chop chop game. Chop chop. Hey. Isn't it cool we're starting a little early today? I miss starting early. This is hardly even early. Wow, is that as choppy for you as it is for me? Are we gonna get the perma load? The game just patched today, by the way. Maybe loading shaders is causing it fits. That's not working. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's not gonna load, so give it another minute and then I'll nuke it and we'll reload it. The game did just patch. I looked at the patch notes. There was nothing that really looked too interesting to me, but I did expect the game to load. Want another chance, game? Sure, you want another chance? I don't think you want another chance. I think you're ready to go. Try that again. Two. Take two. Good luck, game. So, let me, what's up? You get used to the early starts. Me too, but that doesn't mean they're likely to happen. I'm doing the extra job. My schedule's a little more cramped than it has been for a long time. Well, I sure hope we get to play today, considering we started early and everything. It was working last night. It was working 10 hours ago. But it did just patch. Somewhere on the patch notes were fixes for conditions that caused the game not to load. Well, this sucks. I was really counting on the game playing. Loading so we could play. I was not expecting to have to troubleshoot what happened with today's patch. You could start it to maybe it'll go. We're gonna give it some. Look at it going nuts here. Let's just let it go for a minute. Maybe it's. I didn't want to speculate. You could start your time and go to work after the stream. Hey, it loaded. Holy shit, that was a long load time. What did you guys do with the patch? It's supposed. You said it literally said increased or improved load time. Fuck it, doesn't matter. Hi. I found us another new ship last night. I wanted to find. Eventually, I want to find a large fighter, an S-class fighter. That's the name it came with, Claws of Air. And I found a medium S-class fighter. And I could actually afford the medium, so I got it. Probably don't have as much money today, but check that out. 29 slots and 5 tech. And I already put some guns in it and the economy scanner. And even if we beef up the shields and... I don't know, it's pretty sweet though. Claws of Air. Damage, 829, same as the other S-class fighters. So that seems to be max damage. Right around 830. Shield seems standard. Hyperdrive standard. Maneuverability is up there. The other one had 433, which is the highest I've seen, so this is pretty high. I think the stats on this are good. I like the colors. I like the art too. Not a sweet ship. Anyways, it flies nice, so. Chronic, good luck finding a large S fighter. You've been looking for a hot minute now, along with a hauler. You're looking for that one too. I guess I've seen A's. I don't think I've seen an S in a large yet. What's up, Chronic? Greetings. Yeah, I think we're starting early. Hey, let's go up to the command. I repaired the frigate the other day. Let's see if we can send it out on another mission. I haven't acquired any new frigates, so we still just have the one. This is not an S. That is an S class? No, it's giving the wrong stats. You see how it says S29 plus 5? That's the stats for the other ship. That's one of the bugs. That's one of the bugs. This is an A. This is an A. Check it out. It's an A. It's not an S. It's one of the bugs. This is an A. And it's nice. 777 damage, and the S only cracked 829. Hello, outsider. Welcome. See, the maneuverability 392 is not that much lower than the S class. So, I mean, stat-wise, this is pretty close to an S, and I love the art. I like the way it animates when you take off and land, and I would love to find an S class with that art. So we'll keep an eye out for it. If we see an S class with that art, we're replacing it. In the meantime, where are we at with our other ships? We've got this shuttle, which is not 19 slots. This shuttle is like, look at that silly bug. Now it's showing the shuttle is a 19 plus 4 because the fighter we were just in is 19 plus 4. They just patched the game this morning. I think they have some more patching to do. Anyways, this shuttle is decent damage for a shuttle. 620 hyperdrive range, a little better than the fighters. Maneuverability, But look at it. It doesn't actually have any more slots than the fighter I just bought. It does have more tech slots. So I suppose if we were... What do you do with 8? I mean, I don't know. What would I do with that? Tech slots. We just put all the tech in there. Don't put any of the tech here. What tech would we put here anyways? Yeah, I can't get rid of the... I don't want to overthink it, but it's not that interesting to me working on this shuttle. When I got this shuttle, I thought it was nice to trade a scrapper for an S-class shuttle, but I don't think we need to keep it. Hey, Colonel. Welcome. You can only stream offline games? You mean the traffic from an online game puts too much of a load on your connection? I can, from what we were talking about the other day, I can believe that. So we could trade up the shuttle for something else, and then we've got this S-class fighter, which is a small fighter, and there's really no point in keeping it now that I got the medium. So, all right, the next ships to trade are this S-class fighter. We'll fly around in that some today, or, you know, we'll camp a trade outpost or something. And at some point, we'll trade that shuttle, too. I don't think there's any purpose for that. And yet I'm going to keep this A-class because I love the art. I want to keep it until I find an S with the same art and hopefully similar colors. This has that... Yellow looks good on ships in this game. It just looks good. What did I say? Let's command center. Let's go. Yeah, we've been talking about your cakes a little extra lately. And now Colonel needs it. Needs it! Traveler entity. Corvax is pleased to report exciting navigational research. New expeditions plotted for your fleet. So the one frigate that I have is a combat It's a combat frigate. We should probably... I only have one ship right now, so we should probably only do a single star, right? I don't know much about this expedition system. But the last one I tried to send them on, they failed miserably, came back damaged. I think I sent a combat ship on a trade expedition, which was a mistake. Says focused, balanced. You think we can get away with sending a combat ship that has no other skills? All right, let's try it. I think they were Viking. I don't know if they're still Viking. But let's try sending a Viking combat ship on a balanced expedition. They came back busted from a trade one. Do we have enough fuel? I think the fuel that's in my freighter will get moved over. Oh well, we'll see how that goes. Okay, quick look in the log. Sitting on some nanites today. We can buy some mods as needed. I advanced the Apollo Artemis quest a little bit. Got past the bugged part where it repeated on us. I made the Mind Arc and went and contacted Artemis. Again, Artemis, who we had discovered was dead all along. The idea was to take Artemis, their essence, and store it in the Mind Arc, and then somehow transport it and transfer it into another system. We were given the opportunity to transfer it into another system. The computer system on the Anomaly, where Nada and Polo are. But Nada was adamant that Artemis was miserable. And from our own conversations with Artemis, it seemed that Artemis was pretty miserable and lost. And the idea was, if we stored Artemis, their essence, not their life, but their thoughts, living in a simulation, basically. They had the opportunity to live on in a simulation, with the possibility that they would discover they were in a simulation and be extremely distraught, even in that eternal state. I don't know if anyone has watched Black Mirror or the Philip K. Dick show that Amazon did. It's not the most uncommon sci-fi theme anymore to talk about people living in a simulation. But there's a big difference between voluntarily living on in a simulation and having that imposed on you. I think whatever life in simulation form would be, still want to have the choice as to whether or not to live forever in a sim. Some people might choose that. They might regret it later, they might not, but some people might choose that, and others might say, oh, hell no. I think Artemis would have said, oh, hell no. And the alternative was to, I guess Nada had a way to, not as a priest entity, and the idea was to let Artemis be at peace, to destroy Artemis, but in a good way? I don't know. That's, boy, when it comes out of my mouth, it sure feels like it's lost an opportunity. On the other hand, I really did think Artemis was going to be miserable in the sim, so I did not put Artemis in the sim. The quest continues. And let's get the message. That's kind of funny. Adding up how much time's been put in stream versus off stream. Yeah. So we've contacted other traveler entities. One named Null and one named Apollo. While Artemis is no more, Null has a task for us. They feel something is happening to the galaxy, some great unraveling of the threads that keep reality bound together. Not 12, but we did get an early start. Hello, Caesar. I am to investigate, going around the Sentinels where they cannot. and there's an observatory. I think I got sent to a portal to get an address for a planet. I think the idea being that Apollo wants to come join us, and Null is kind of warned against this, and we had the opportunity to refuse to give Apollo the information about where we are, but Apollo is going to travel through a portal. Nada hates portals. Nada hates Atlas. Atlas bad. Atlas evil. We don't really know what Atlas is, but Nada thinks this is all bad news. Hi, Claire. I hope you're all doing well this Friday. We're moving into the weekend. And yeah, we got an early start, which means hopefully I can just relax and not worry about going slow. I felt oddly rushed in a game where there was no reason ever to rush. Past couple short streams, so be nice. Base computer, we have an off-world archive to check on. Oh, yeah, so how did I get that to progress and make the Mind Arc? If you recall, we were talking about glass and trying to buy glass, and why didn't I have... Somebody said, yeah, you've got the recipe for glass because they saw it here. That was not true. I did not have the recipe, the blueprint for glass, and I can explain further, but give me a moment. So glass was here, but I could not craft it. You see the little crafting symbol next to it? I imagine that was not there when we looked yesterday. Things can be on the list, but that doesn't mean you can craft them. The things with the little wrench and screwdriver symbol, you can presumably craft those. Here's the thing. The game does not really walk you through everything that it needs to. In order to get the base construction quest, you need to first construct a circular room. The game does not tell you to construct a circular room, but it does not trigger the base construction quest. You cannot make a construction terminal. You cannot get the NPC who gives you the recipe for glass. None of those things trigger until you have made a circular room. That's the trigger. Okay, and the game doesn't tell you to do that for any reason ever. And I saw discussions online of people going, what's the problem? You should, and in chat, and everybody going, oh, you should have the recipe. It's just that guy. It's the base guy. Oh, you did the science one? Then you should have the base. You should be able to build the other terminals. No! No, no, no! I did find the answer online, and the answer was, you literally have to build a circular room, and then it triggers the base construction quest line, including the ability to build the terminal, and then recruit the guy, and get the blueprint, and make the glass, and make the Mind Arc, and for the other... Yeah! Notice me, Senpai! Oh, that's great. Those are great. Welcome, sir. Are you cutting loose this Friday? You get a weekend? All right, let's take to the stars. You take off from the Starship Chaos SC-1. Hey, what kind of freighter is that? I can't really tell from a distance. The game today, and it really was funky loading. I don't know what else that's going to affect. You're stuck at work, but the fuck off Friday vibe is in full effect. Well, to that then. To that. Why don't we just start with one of the quest threads we're working on. Not the base, not the... let's go on with this together. Visit the observatory marked by Null. It's in another system. I guess we're gonna have to hit the space station and portal. That's the Starship Chaos over there. So Chronic, rolling back up, ideally you want the fleet rating equal to or higher than the difficulty rating. That makes sense? Yeah, as for finding an S-class large fighter, first I have to have enough money for one, and we're back down under 10 mil. My trade-in, I still had to put down like 15 or 16 on this, plus a trade. But that was calculated. I figure it's worth investing in. It's as big as that S-Class shuttle I got, except for the tech slots. What do you do about Emerald Drive, Cadmium Drive? What ship do you put those in? You just put them in... I mean, what ship do you put them in? What's your... Surely not all of them. Do you just have one ship that has your fancy hyperdrives? Does it happen to be a ship that has the longest hyperdrive, or did you not worry about the hyperdrive distance when you put colored drives in? Put them on your Explorer because it had the best range? Or... I don't even want to look. Not even gonna look. Medium, that's a small. That's a medium. Oh, that's a large. There's a large A right there. See, 39 million, and the S would be about 50. Bow of Abstraction. That's basically the model, although I'm not fond of the color scheme so much that it shows up with most. I'd love to see an S Bow of Abstraction. Yeah. Observatory. Chronic, basically it's your only S-Class aside from your exotic. But why does it matter putting it on those drives? Why does it matter putting them on an S-Class? Some thoughts. Because you might keep it. You're likely to keep it. So investing in those drives on a ship you're going to keep. Maybe that's a reason. The Explorers, some of the Explorers, or at least the exotics, had really nice hyperdrive range on them. But maybe it's not that. Cool wings. So for me, making money, the best money makers have been scanning creatures on new planets. Getting a few million for a planet, a few planets in a system, go to a new system. I mean, it's fun to explore, and we get lots of other stuff on the way. All the resources and salvage tech. We can now sell all the salvage tech we pick up. That stuff's worth a lot. A 15 stack is about $750,000. Because you were assumed you're going to keep it around. Haven't found a better explorer yet. And if I can keep picking your brain on the same topic, why didn't you put them on your exotic? Because that's an explorer with a nice hyperdrive range. I'm trying to decide where to put some of those drives. If you hadn't figured that out, I don't know where to put them. Whoops. Your Explorer has more slots than the Exotic. Is it not a small? That's right, all the Exotics are small Explorers. You didn't say yours was small. Get in the habit of using the torch a little bit more. It's not going to be so helpful here, I don't think, but in a dark enough place, it does a good job. You guys use the torch at all? I don't like turning it on and off. I just find it inconvenient to D-pad down, over, up, toggle, and that's the on-off. It's like 6 buttons to turn the torch on and off. Nah, I don't want to bother with that most of the time. The observatory appears to have functioned as a salvage station manned by a Gek specialist. The Gek, a translator, was accused of questioning things that should not be questioned, of sowing the seeds of dissent. This posting was meant as a punishment, but from the logs it appears that this posting was the making of them. They found strange things in the wrecks, aberrations, data that spoke of worlds that do not exist, and events that did not happen. That Gek, Specialist Polo, went out to investigate one such craft, a life signature of a Korvax still on board. He never returned. Yeah. The storylines collide. Is this how Nada and Polo met? Is this how my friends found each other? There's a signal on the console, a warning on repeat. 16 short bursts of data in a loop. Extract coordinates for the distress signal. Crashed vessel awaits me on another world. Have we been on this planet much? Having unscanned minerals doesn't mean much. I don't always scan all the minerals if I'm just barely staying on a planet. But, no, we haven't scanned much here. Wow, that made my eyelid twitch. I like this planet. My eyes are burning. It's too hot here. It's just unpleasant. Let's not stay. Did I hit the save and chart though? Be safe. What's that clunky noise some of these ships make? You hear it, right? This is not the only ship. There was another fighter that I heard making this. Is there something wrong with my ship? That the sound of an empty hyperdrive? What is that noise? Does it have to do with going through the rings? Is that impact on the craft? because we're in a ring system? It's a bug with the fighters. The sound is of the cockpit opening over and over again. Hey, yeah. Well, it'd be nice when they fix that. There was a patch this morning, but not for that, I guess. I gotcha. Thank you, Outsider. It's okay. International stuff works in the U.S., but I grew up hearing Gesundheit. Be safe, though. That's good. That's creative. Be safe is good. Radioactive. Yeah, the encoder doesn't know what to do with it.
Radiation protection falling.
Log damaged. Partial records available. I do not know who will read this message. I do not know if anything will survive. I must die as I lived. I will record it all, even in the face of oblivion. The swarm came to every world. The drones acted erratically, not attacking, just watching. Time passed, and the Sentinels did not seem so much of a threat anymore. They were peaceful now, we thought. We had been forgiven. We were wrong. They struck as one, an attack somehow coordinated across unfathomable distances. With the fury exceeding all prior skirmishes, the Sentinels annihilated all biological life within the universe in a span of 54.2 standard minutes. Well, damn! Only I remained. The Korvax stood with me in the end, to their credit. They concealed me within their flotilla as they headed towards the center. They are coming now. The screams of my friends resonate in every hall, every corner. The Sentinels have found me. I told Nada to leave. I told them what we already know, all of us, in our hearts. We are not alone. Even if I die, even if all that is left of me are these words, Nada will find me again in another universe. 10 just like me, 1,000, 1,000,000 travelers. We are not alone, for every soul is many. Even in the face of 16, we must declare that we lived. We existed, no matter the horror of the end. They are at my door. Juicy. Alright, let's get our super duper rad protection up and open up some cargo pods.
Technology prepared. Units received.
Double rad. Carbon, mag, ferrite. Antimatter housing.
Extreme radiation detected.
Anti-sieverts. Rex, what's happening? Rex, Rex, Rex. Anybody doing anything good this weekend? Fun plans?
Technology prepared.
Stable gel. Rexy. Rexy Rex. Rexmeister. When will you be able to continue your sub? What do you mean?
Technology prepared.
What are you asking? I don't know. I don't know. Does that mean you were trying and it won't let you?
Technology prepared.
I don't know at all.
Units received. Extreme radiation detected.
This thing got a lot of cargo pods. How'd I miss that one? I'm standing right on top of it.
Technology prepared. Units received. Radiation protection falling.
Okay. Well, we're good on the freighter. So of all the icons, the waypoint icons, if there's one around, there we go. This style, buried tech module. For the longest time, until yesterday, day before yesterday, we needed them for blueprints at the blueprint analyzer. But as of that point, there are no more blueprints on the blueprint analyzer. And these things are worth quite a bit. And you can get 1 to 4 of them, I think. I don't know if 4 is the max, but I think 4 might be the max. You can get at one spot. But a stack of 15 is worth about $750,000. And these things are all over, every planet. No matter what kind of resources a planet has, buried tech modules just seem to be on every planet. And they're, make an example of it, they're usually plentiful enough that from one, you can spot another. So what do we do when we explore planets? I don't know about you, but I'll take any reason to go in this direction, that direction, just, all right, let's go after this module, and then I get there and find another waypoint and go to that waypoint and find another waypoint and go to that waypoint. Well, this is just one of the many that's I'll run to from almost anywhere. Oh, a tech module? It might only be worth a chunk by itself, but it gets me moving and it finds me other stuff. So I'll chase tech modules, even though we don't need them anymore for blueprints. Metal fingers. Oh, giant carrots. Check it out, the giant carrots. We stand on that? Nice. Carrot top. So metal fingers is a great source of uranium. And all I've seen is uranium and gold at them, but unknown building. A carrot tree. Yeah, a carrot tree. Look at that herd. Behavior prudent. Always watching. Well, we could go check out that unknown building or keep going on the mission here. Now that we get so much from... Can you scan that plant? Now that we get so much from scanning things, there's a couple categories I've been missing. Not categories, but a couple types of plants I've been missing. The hazardous plants, I've been scanning those when I remember to. Those are plants, flora, that you can get credit for. But so are the sodium plants and the oxygen-rich plants. I have been forgetting to scan those. So there might be a world, almost every world that we've been to has at least an extra 120K. And I'm not saying we go travel back to every world to do this, but I gotta start remembering that I can scan the sodium-rich plants and the oxygen-rich plants for another 62K each on every world. We gotta do that. Let me driving through the wormhole. Shotgun. Now the minerals we don't get much for. 200 versus 60,000. So that's why I've become bored with scanning minerals when I don't need minerals from the world I'm on. Nutrient source, radio waves, notes, hive mind. It's a plant. Hive mind, radio waves. Cool. Radioactive planets often seem to have these large mineral deposits of chlorine, whatever their secondary element is. And chlorine is worth a lot. I'm not gonna stop and mine a whole lot, but look at how big these deposits are, so you can get a lot very quickly. You don't need to find chlorine deposits in the ground. 30 seconds at one of these will net you a small stack. And they're all over. Look at how much that small stack's worth, 40K. Hey. Radioactive planet is good for farming chlorine. And chlorine's good for selling. Hey, well, Lamia, you got us through. What happened? Did you take a nap on the way back? Not enough coffee. Not enough coffee. We need more coffee on the shuttles. But you did get us safely back. Not on the pad. Sweet. Missed the pad. That takes a little bit of work. See if we've been to this spot before. Nope. That?
Radiation protection falling.
That's a weird looking one. Let me sneeze, hit your head on the steering wheel. It happens. It happens. Sneezing while driving is very dangerous. Is the steering wheel okay? Luke? Hey, Luke. There's a dent, little dent now. Oh. Holo Terminus activated. Multiple signal sources available. Tower hosts a powerful transmitter designed to facilitate holographic communication across long distances. We're here to speak to the entity known as Null. Null has the coolest arms.
Radiation protection falling.
I mean, it might suck if those were my arms, but looks cool. What did you find out there? Tell me everything. I tell Null of the freighter and its recordings, how it spoke of a world where the Sentinels eliminated all life, leaving only a single traveler and a Korvax entity by the name of Nada. I ask whether this individual is my friend, or if the name is a coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence, traveler. The Atlas is with you, I'm sure of that now. It wants you to see what you are seeing. That freighter was a wreck from a parallel universe. There are countless such places within our multiverse, dimensions where things happened differently, but there are 3 exceptions to this. The Atlas is omnipresent in all, a singular being with a singular perception. The Sentinels move between dimensions at will. You can ask about the Sentinels or Atlas. You may or may not be able to ask about both. Tell us about the Atlas. The Atlas created all life, and the Sentinels defended it, searching for anomalies within that creation. That they annihilated that entire universe? Well, Something must have been quite wrong for them to do a thing like that. Atlas made life, Sentinels defended it, looking for anomalies, and in the end they destroyed that which they created. Yeah, something must have gone quite wrong. After a time, the Sentinels ended their service to the Atlas. How do you know this? What went wrong? What went wrong? It was the Travelers who corrupted existence. Our arrival was meant to herald a glorious age, but we made a terrible mistake. I committed an act beyond forgiveness, and from this deed, paradise was lost. Hey, yo, Densa. But something is different in this cycle. The walls between universes, they grow thin. We must learn what we can from each species before we decide what to do. Visit a Vy'keen station and speak with them. I will translate. For all their bloodthirsts, the warrior race have a nobility of spirit. If you have sufficient reputation with them, they may tell us what we need to know. Do I ever? How's the penis planet going? Saw the screenshot. We will definitely be back there. We have a teleporter and a landing pad. We haven't built any structures yet. Maybe we could build some structures. Welcome, man. Hope you're doing well today. Everyone. What's the good word? There's some crystals over there. Floating crystals I spotted. Let's hit them up. Before we leave. Yeah, the Venus planet is beautiful. Best weather of the worlds I've visited so far. Monday's a holiday for you. You get 3 days to rest. Very nice. Super oxide, carbon crystal, and destabilized sodium, and a rare metal element. Nice. You know, the rare metal elements, I realized what is so nice about them, because they break down into, I think, pure ferrite. Not the dust, but it's synthesized from mag ferrite. They break down into mag. Well, anyways, if we're gonna be building structures, we're gonna need tons of ferrite, and I think a lot of it at the pure ferrite tier. We can always break mag ferrite down. So, anyways, it's a very condensed form of ferrite. You have a couple stacks of those. There's a whole building packed in that little rock, is what I'm trying to say. That little rare metal element could probably turn into a big room. That carbon crystal is like 300 condensed carbon. Inventory's just about maxed now. So we had main inventory's maxed, tech suit is maxed, and cargo, I thought it maxed at 25, but it looked like there might be... Does cargo go past 25? I went to a vendor on a space station, and I wasn't going to pay $1 million for the slot, but it looked like a slot was available, and it was going to add another row. What's the cap for cargo? I'm not feeling as pressured by inventory problems anymore. It's really nice. Kind of put these throwaway stacks at the bottom. Selling.
Radiation protection falling.
Anyways, throwaways and stuff we're selling. I'm just gonna stuff at the bottom here. Antimatter housing, we may as well turn that into a warp cell.
Construction
Wasn't really planning on jumping this ship. You know what? Whatever. Let's use it. We'll, at least it'll be able to jump if needed. Starship veterans. Alright. When we get back there, then. Fine. But we're not selling any of this stuff. We're going to end up using all of these. I have some room in the cargo. Let's, silly, but let's just get him out of the way here. Again, so you remember how Angry Joe named one of the planets he found Sigourney Weaver. Okay, why? Just 'cause aliens? Is that the only, just because of the connection, or was there more to it? Oh, and I'm open to suggestions for naming things. You see something you want to name, if it's stuff we've already uploaded, even if I didn't name it, it'll be locked in, but we'll be going to new planets. I'd like to go to some new planets today. You're taking us to the space station, aren't you? Tritium am I carrying? A little silly. Why am I moving? We're going to the space station. We could just sell this stuff on the space station now, and I don't need to move it to the freighter. Alright, that's silly. So many bits and pieces to this game. You get in the habit of doing something that's efficient in one case and silly in another, and not really realize which situation I'm in. Get used to sending all the stuff up to the freighter so that I can grab it later, take it to a space station, and sell it. Why would I send it to the freighter when I'm on my way to a space station? Ah. You want to see our rank here with the Vy'keen, where it's nearly maxed. 2 more units of standing, 2 more increases in standing, and we will be Templar rank. Not far behind with the Korvax. 5 more for the Korvax. Salvage tech, that 6 stack is 290,000.
Units received. Units received.
Just trying to keep a few nav data on me. Gek relics. I've been using those Vy'keen daggers to discover the locations of portals. I found at least 1 monolith that wanted a Gek relic, which I didn't know was a thing until it happened. I don't know what the deal is with that. Apparently Gek relics can be used to discover some portals too. Ah, interloper. Conversation is a waste of time. Waste it again and I shall kill. Ah. Clear that I am yet to make sufficient impact among the Vy'keen. Perhaps if I improve my affiliation with the Mercenaries Guild, I will gain this stranger's attention. So my Vy'keen rank being nearly Templar doesn't matter. We need to get Merc Guild rank, huh? That is a different rank. Over here, Mercenaries Guild, Standing is unknown. Next rank, initiate in 3. Guess we're doing guild quests then. Mission board located. Really haven't done missions for any of the... Yeah, well, that'll give us some stuff to do. Even if they're just rudimentary tasks and fetch quests, they'll take us places and give us stuff to do. How about this system, though? I want to be in a more interesting system. I'm a little worried we're just going to get sent to this, the hot, ugly planet that's here, and I want to do stuff in a much more interesting system. Maybe we could go to another Vy'keen system? Let's see if the teleporter shows the symbol on a bunch of stations. And what's the green symbol that's been showing up? Space stations, corrupt archive data there, abandoned structure, that. Yeah, nothing marked. Oh well, alright, we'll do this here then. Even if it's on an ugly, hot planet where we can't see anything clearly. What do these encounters mean, really? How much do the clients care? Is this life and limb, or just a jolly adventure? Does any of that matter as long as I get paid? The life form offers access to a list of missions and their associated rewards. Scan 5 creatures. Probably have to go to a new system. Kill 16 creatures. And maybe it doesn't matter where we do these things. Unless it's deliver an item, that's probably specific. 16 creatures. Kill 3 sentinels. Reward high capacity vector compressor. Sure, whatever. And are the red boxed ones more dangerous or more difficult? The red box mean repair a damaged item. Deliver an item, deliver an item. Assault a freighter. Huh. Faulty appliances. Client seeks the immediate repair of valuable planetary equipment. Automated recording footage selects looters may have attempted to harvest the machinery for parts. This like fixing a freighter? Except insufficient rank. Never mind. Ah, that's what the red box means. Insufficient rank to accept the quest. Okay, well, then let's start with something, start with the lame stuff. Yes. Deliver your cargo for nanites. And we'll just take a couple here, or all of them. Scan creatures, sure. We can always abort them if we end up not needing that. Creatures, I don't know. I don't really feel like killing wildlife right now. We haven't gone after any wildlife yet. They haven't come after me. I'm not going after them, except for this one pineapple. This bouncing pineapple this one time went after me. Take out a few sentinels? Sure. Let me start with that, and we'll see what markers we get if they're in the system or open-ended and we can do them anywhere. Deliver goods to a secure depot. Scan unique creatures. Defense chit. Nope. I saw something pop up about the defense chit. What's the deal? Token. Entitling the bearer to support from the system authorities in dealing with pirate attacks. It has value. Oh, we can like call in help if we get attacked by pirates while doing some of this stuff. Tradable materials. That's got to be something we're delivering. Sentinels. Where's the delivery going? Mission target is in another system. Well, probably a system we've been to that we can teleport to. Start there. Find out what system it's in. And not waste warp fuel or have to find out that it's not within 100 light years. We've done a lot of portaling around. So we have some systems we've been to that are close to each other, and then we have a bunch of systems that are 700,000 light years away and some that are 1,000,000 light years away from where we started. Rah. Really? Nothing? Just... Okay. We're really gonna have to warp. I hope it tells us exactly where we need to go. I bet it will. This would be the first time. Lots of missions say something's in another system and you have to warp there. But so far, that's only been the case when it's a system I've already been to. Because we can teleport there. If we actually need to warp.
Technology recharge.
Our current mission,
Orbital station coordinates received.
it's one system away. Come on. What? Current mission. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you are visit the. Doing. Come on. Come on, menu, map. Fuck you. Are you gonna let? Current mission. My God. Stop. Thank you. This galaxy map. It needs a light touch.
Navigational data received.
Hey, that's another Star Destroyer, isn't it?
Hostile ships approaching.
Hostile ships getting roasted. I don't want to hit the freighter. But yeah, we got to check this out and see what it is. There's a fight. Boy, you're just flying slowly next to this thing. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to board? Oh my God. I don't want to shoot the freighter. It's just hovering next to the ship. Is it inside or did it go underneath? Gotta be underneath now. No, it's like inside it. What do you want me to do about that? First, you're gonna have to not be inside the freighter. That's lame. Get out of there. Okay, there it is. Hiding inside the ship it's trying to destroy. Doing it again, isn't it? Stop flying into the ship. That is not cool. You cheater. Stupid cheater pirate. Trying to lure me into shooting the freighter. Fuck that. Get away from the freighter. Monkey butt. Oh, nice. There's another one. Doing the same thing? Is it inside or on top or what? This capital ship is just too damn big. The attacking ships don't even know how to path around it correctly. Come on, pull away from it. Pull away from it so I can shoot you. It's inside the damn thing. I would crash if I was hitting it like that. Come on. Is that it for attack ships? Here we go. Vikeen! Captain of the freighter is very grateful, wants us to come check out his ship, and we will.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Are we on the underside? It's another capital ship like ours. I'm just curious if it's gonna be a, you know what? What's the rank? It's red. Ours is, the SC1 is black and blue. And if this is a good one, we're not gonna be able to afford the trade up anyways. We gotta check. We gotta check. It's really good, and we can't buy it. Just breathe. Just breathe. Admiral Batandian. Rah, rah, rah. Pathetic interloper. Something. Battle. Something. Celebrating our victory. Wondering if we want the ship. It's a C-class, just like the one we've got. 25 slots. What are the odds that we came across two of these capital ships? It's actually not the exact same design, but similar, you know? Same basic capital ship body. And another C-class. So we're not going to trade up for it because it's a lateral move, and I like the color scheme on the SC1 better. Sorry guys, you're on your own. Cool ship though, huh? Yeah, I like ours better. Yeah, we've had some good dice rolls with ships, haven't we? Here. Lucky. 4 missions. What were we working on? Delivery, and we were gonna check out. We warped to a new system. We're in that system. Okay. Sorry, a capital ship battle zapped my brain good. Unknown planet. A desert planet. What do we know about the system we're in? Nothing because we haven't mapped anything out, or is this it? 3 planets, Vikeen, medium supplies, stable. I will share it gladly. So, this ship, I'm thinking one more phase beam upgrade. Should we just go max with the phase beam? And have 3 phase beam mods. Stuck the economy scanner in there because it doesn't need to bind to anything. And then as for what else we do with this ship, it could be a while before I can afford and we find an S-class large fighter. So maybe we put a few shield mods here. Hey, good one. Don't overthink it. We just had an opportunity to buy another capital ship. There's another C-class, but it was a capital ship. It was one of the big freighters. It was awesome. Awesome looking. And Chronic wanted some of my RNG for finding ships. Actually, we should camp out here a little bit and see if any cool ships land, even though it's not a wealthy system. So what? Things can spawn in non-wealthy systems too. Deliver the pyrite grease. Client secure lockbox will handle all the scanning and other administrative tasks. All I need to do is hand over the item. Okay. Your RNG is subpar at best. Cool thing about RNG is it can change. One day it's gonna be awesome. I'll go ahead and accept, since we're trying to do... This isn't a guild quest, but I'll accept it anyways. I want to max out my Vy'keen rep, and we just need a couple more. Coprite. So coprite is gathered from pooping animals. You just feed... Found that out yesterday. Feed animals, and they'll poop coprite. It's probably the best way to get it. There's plants that drop it. Okay, that's good. Not much going on here. How I want to work these fetch quests into doing something a little more interesting. Actually, I have to return to the mission agent. Wonder if it has to be the same mission agent, same station. Not a toxic cleanup. Scan unique creatures. This is our new planet. There's got to be a handful more we can find. Something else to head towards and see if we can find some creatures on the way. That's a very happy looking cactus, arms up in the air. That cactus is praising the sun. I do believe. And it has a bow tie. Pretty cool. Praise the sun! See if any cool ships had landed. God, those, they're really cool looking. Flying things that have no business flying. Ah. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Easily scared. Eats grass. Come down to the ground to eat grass? Yeah, I really do ignore a lot of the minerals, unless I'm looking to acquire minerals. Really cool vegetation here. Burn Pugium. Oh, that's not the one. There's one right here, not 300. Haven't seen anything running around on the ground. Hell. Lung-burning night winds is how the weather is described here. Cordite. Organic rock. Those look cool. It'd make nice decorations if you could have a couple of those in your base. I like that intimidates you. Nah, I don't think you'd have a problem here. See what the crystals are. Usually like collecting those. We've seen two species that fly that really have no business flying, and nothing on the ground. A Malthophrium? Malthophrium. How about some points for that landing? There's a plant in here somewhere. Oh, you're in there. Come on, scan away. Where are ya? What are ya? I saw you. It said unidentified plant. Oh well. Form could have been better. Well, you're the judge. 7 to 10 for the landing. Well, I guess it's settled then. Good time to eat potato chips. We're flying. As long as we're not crashing. Yeah, until the Sentinel showed up. Run it. Away. Actually, we're supposed to kill a few Sentinels, so let them get pissed off and then we'll kill them. heard something. Not exactly what you heard, I don't think. Hey, Sentinel, you got a problem? Hey, there's that unidentified plant. A great time to scan it. Hey. Okay, where's our ship now? Which direction?
Elite Sentinel Force. Thermal protection fully.
Is GTA in space? No. No. We are wanted, though. Cops are coming. Oh, shit. Can't see where we're going, and I just fell in a ravine. I also need some protection. Alright, I don't like this planet. Can't see anything in this storm. Gotta go to work? Alright, Colonel. Don't work too hard. We'll catch you later. Oh shit. They brought out the dogs while I was trying to type. Where do we go from the ship? Where the hell is the ship? Not far. Yoda, not far. But it is around this mountain. We're in the middle of a hot dust storm. This is miserable. Let's never be outside in a storm like this again. Of course we will. But... oh man, that's just... ugh. Can't see. The game sucks when you can't see. Ugh, just fun. Alright. The Planetary Sentinels return to the mission agent. That was up on the station, so was that. Wanted us to scan. That was the one here. Of course, we're not going to be coming back here. I need to get the cop right. So what didn't we have? We didn't do... We still needed to scan some creatures, and oddly enough, in this world, we just didn't really find many new ones. Let's go to some other planet in this system and find some more creatures. Hot worlds with dust storms and firestorms and red pallets. Ugh!
Hostile scan detected.
Oh shit, it's the police. I did it again. I should have broken. What are we doing now? We want to go back down to the planet? System Authority starships. We want to go land again, right?
Hostile ships approaching.
What's the way to avoid the shit show I just started? We didn't want System Authority. We wanted to lose the Sentinels before I went up. Now we're stuck doing some more stuff on this planet. The System Authority gonna take me out once I'm out of my ship? They're gonna come at me with their ships when I'm on foot? No, we gotta break reinforcements again. Okay, let's wait for the Sentinels, get in the ship, fly around until
Warning. Sentinel combat unit.
we lose them, and then go back up. So we wait for them to arrive, wait for them to attack. Why deactivated? I don't know, don't ask. At least they did. There's some words around, but I don't want to spend any more time on this planet. It's the same planet that was just burning us in a dust storm. It's now nighttime and getting really cold. I don't want to tangle with the System Authority ships. So, we're gonna go to a different world in this system. Find one that looks suitable. Freezing planet. Gotta be better than the burning planet. Well, no, it doesn't have to be, but might be. You really can't tell until you get down there. Much prettier than it looked 10 seconds ago. It's a whole new world. Wandering frosts, medium resources, abundant fauna, frequent flora, limited sentinels. No, it's sneaky. Why, this tree is sneaky. What is sneaky about it? Yes, we got the mineral. Whoa, where'd the... Come on. He disappeared on us. Well, you're not gonna disappear on us, are you? You're too big. Highly intelligent. Bioluminescent blood. That's neat. Now we know the answer to who put that tree there. Sneaky. Alright, now we've scanned enough creatures for that guild mission. I like your logic, Densa. If the tree's destiny is to become a cardboard box, then maybe it is sneaky after all. Transmission tower. I have here. Takes off 7, takes off 6, takes off 5, and then takes off 4 more, huh? Their patterns aren't too bad. I usually freeze when there's a number pattern and I'm being observed. My brain just stops thinking, but they're pretty simple patterns they have here, so. Even brain lock doesn't kick in as often. Sneak skill over 9,000. It's not over yet, Atlas. I've been inside this portal all along. The warrior is old and of a high rank. They take their time studying my body and my equipment and snarls with disapproval. They grab my visor suddenly and watch me instinctively flinch and recoil. They let me go and rolls their eyes while I fall back in shock. The lifeform's disdain is palpable. I think of ways to turn this encounter around. Do a little dance. Threaten with a multi-tool. Bow or leave. Well, Vy'keen, I don't know what he wants, but sometimes a challenge is what they want. They don't want expressions of weakness, although sometimes they want expressions of fealty, like, aren't I scary? Oh, they want you to cower, and oh, I'm so scared of you. Do a little dance? All right, we'll do a little dance. I'm sure that'll work well. The warrior disapproves of my little dance. They strike me with great force. You take damage. Oh, we actually lost standing with the Vy'keen. Not really surprised. Such contentment appears simple, but they seem to exude so many. Elude so many. A rare moment. Wishing a Vy'keen well. They basically randomize their conversations, don't they? I mean, you can talk to the same NPC multiple times and get different, completely different states from them. Yeah, well, just gonna stay on that one. Nods at me serenely. Distress beacon. What do we have a distress beacon for? Who gave us a... Was it from this observatory? Was that when it just popped up? Yeah. We'll take the ship to the distress beacon. But,
Ground protection falling. Units received.
So did anybody see anything in the patch notes today that gonna fix something you've run into? There was another patch today.
Units received.
I'm not sure. Let me. There's a few that dropped. I don't see them dropping. Might have dropped a few a while ago, or it might have just happened. Was it just a little hiccup? Hopefully.
Units received. Weather warning. Incoming storm.
We go down into one of the freezing ponds, see if there's some life down there. Crunch.
Technology recharge.
Gotcha. Suck gut to Talera. Suck gut Talera. Boy, minus 103. It's pretty damn cold.
Technology recharge.
And let's head back to the ship and go check out that distress signal. Yeah, this world's a little bit too frosty. The polar bear plunge. Sure is. What's up, Willow? It's only minus 200,000. Jay, the nifty, the amazing, the explorer, bionic, in space. Yay. Scanning. Frostwort, we can send this up to the ship. If we are gonna make...
Greetings, my excellent
Hey,
friend.
Steven. Greetings. Glass. We use the frost crystals as part of making living glass. Was it for the lubricant or was it part of regular glass? It was part of regular glass. Yeah, Chronic, that's... Yeah, weekend incoming. I hope everybody's gonna have a good weekend. Glad we got to start early today. We're going to take our first break in a few minutes. We would have barely started many days at this time. But since we did start early, we're going to take a break soon. Go in about 2 hours. Willow, a new stuffed animal? Not one you really wanted, but one you needed. Gotta collect them all. A Bulbasaur. Did I say that right? A Bulbasaur. The dino-themed bear? What's a Bulbasaur? Main starter for Pokemon? Well, that actually makes sense. That makes sense. Why the bear sounded like a dinosaur? You got Muth. Which is the one you really want? That's a lot of frost crystals. Viking word for acceptable. I have a stack going on the freighter. And I'm up 2 stacks. Oh, you wants the Bulbasaur. I gotcha. You got Muth, you wants Bulbasaur. You know, I miss a lot. Sometimes reading from chat. I think I've got something, but I missed the important bit or got it all wrong. Humans are really bad at multitasking. We like to think we're really good at multitasking, but we're not. We just fake it. We juggle. Chronic says, for the record, Charmander's the only one that matters as far as starters go. That's just how it is. It is known. We are horrible multitaskers with delusions of grandeur. All right, let's go turn in. Let's go turn these in. Squirtles, all right, too. What is that? Where's that icon? Is that marking the space station? Probably it. No, there. That's the distress beacon. We were gonna go to the distress beacon while we're here. Let me hear you hate Gwent. Do you even hate watching Gwent? How about Gwent music? You don't hate the music, do you? I think this is a crashed. Is it a crashed ship behind me? Like a small one, maybe? Or not? Yeah. What is it? A tiny little shuttle. The Speedy Anvil. They don't look too speedy. Hi, Simpika. Hope you're doing well. The music is great. At least you like the music. As I enter the vessel, I'm greeted by a pile of military multi-tools, clearly thrown from a rack that once housed them. They fizz and spark and look unsafe. Broken body of a tendrilled behemoth lies awkwardly nearby. The craft must have crashed with such ferocity that little else is intact inside the ship. We could try out a multi-tool, and then we get the option of swapping, but probably not going to be better than ours. We want to find a good one. Think we should check it out? Or deconstruct the multi-tools to salvage tech? What could we possibly get from them? Some tech boards? I mean, I don't know. Let's see what the multi-tool looks like. Multi-tool itself remains operational after the loaded power cylinder explodes, burning my flesh. And it's crap. That's okay. Worth checking. Does have a mass accelerator in it. You can compare with the current multi-tool? Let's compare. It's too bad. Can you get really fancy ones from, would the RNG have allowed for that to spawn an exotic or an alien or whatever they're called? As for the ship, it's a junker too. If we can't break that stuff down and salvage the parts unless we take the ship, and we're obviously not taking the ship, so. You can, but RNG's a bitch, I bet. It just seems like a place where you would get something really junky, not something really good.
Technology prepared. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
I kind of wish you could rotate your ship while in pulse mode. Yep, turn in, hand in missions. Oh, I gotta do them one at a time. Is there a hand in all? Fine. It's automatically coming back to this menu after pulling out for like 10 seconds. See if it does it again, even though there's nothing left. Standing increased. Nope, that's it. Matters in time. Complete contracts for the Mercenaries Guild. I'd say 0 of 2. We just did 3. Let's go to a different system. I'm gonna take a break, but let's maybe put ourselves somewhere. Back up to 13 mil. That's nice. Sell the materials I'm carrying. Teleport to Blue Base. See if any of the penises are bouncing around. Just got here, that must sound weird.
Units received. Units received.
I have magtherite on the ship. Is that because it came from an asteroid? Yes. Well, it's an extra stack. I'm carrying more than 1,000 magtherite
Received.
already. They're innocent merchants. Didn't say she kills them. She said she gets mad at them. High capacity vector compressor. So I guess we should probably sell that. Sell that. What do we do with the defense chit? Just keep it as a case we're getting attacked sometime and it's just really bad news and we don't want to have the fight. Ognium stack is full. What stacks are getting low? Ionized cobalt. We have tetra cobalt to replenish that, and that. Stack pugnium on the freighter. Not really a stack, but maybe it'll become a stack. Carbon crystal. Yeah, I would hope you're gonna make a red base as well. As a counterbalance, we can't let those dirty bugs work. We'll see. We need some pretty planets with red grasses. We'll see. High capacity vector. Yada yada. There it is, salvage tech, almost 700k. 14 mil. Well, our buying power is getting better if we run into a cool ship, but I don't want to run into a cool ship on the space station when we're in one I don't want to trade. Got a copper processor over here. Grab it. Oh, this is so much prettier than all the other places we've been so far today. Don't you think we should build a base here? The weather is perfect. Up here, like right up here, this whole area. You can build up here. Hopefully that it's not perfectly flat. Won't be a problem, we'll see. Okay, that's a very small one and it has the headdress, so you won't really be able to see too well. It's the right species, but it's the wrong configuration. Here, we'll feed it anyways. Come back here. Okay, that's one of the bouncing penises, but it has a headdress, so it doesn't really look right. You gotta see one of the larger ones. You gotta see one of the larger circumcised ones. That one's got extra. There's still one species on this planet undiscovered. It does, it does.
Technology recharge. All right, I'm gonna go park. Oh, yeah, more with there.
Hey, there's one. Probably shouldn't run towards it. It'll just pop away. Come back. Come back, Shane. Come back. There you go. Too bad we're losing daylight. There we go. Are you our friend now? There you go. Boy, that took a while. He's got genital warts and everything. Upright. How many? Depends. The more you feed them, the friendlier they get. What is that even? And they make little purring noises too. What's it trying to do to me now? It was getting a little personal there. But now it should have been labeled sneaky. Maybe. Gotta wonder where some of the inspiration came from. I have in here, and is there room? Yeah, Steven, it is all, it's random, it's all algorithmic. So there are probably many template bits that get mixed up, but that creature wasn't handcrafted. It was concocted by an algorithm from bits that were pre-designed. Drake Tall, hey everybody, coffee time, be right back, it's perfect. Break time for me too. Break time for me too. We're overdue. We started early, so we've been going a little more than 2 hours. I think today's stream, will end up being 7 or 8 hours when we're done. So, break time. I'll see you all in 10. Stay tuned.